Well, you guys know the topic.
I actually forgot.
Dude, you don't read any text I send. Dude.
I remember reading the text that set the topic. I just legitimately don't remember.
You were just so locked in on that stupid topic idea you keep having. You keep bringing
I had a
up.
great... My topic idea is excellent.
We're not
and you
doing
know
it. We're not doing it. All right.
We're going to do it.
Today,
it's a great idea.
We're going to talk about what Christian movie would you make? You know?
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
We got a lot of Christian media, you know, with varying levels of quality throughout history.
Not varying. They all suck.
Most all of it sucks. You know, every once in a while you get, you know, The Prince of Egypt. That was very good. Not
even made by Christians, though.
Not even made by Christians. But you know what? You got to appreciate them at the very beginning saying, hey, this is based on scripture. You should go read that.
Yeah.
Which is like
real
goated. You know, and they also have a little note there. It's like, yeah, we can take some creative liberties, but you know, all in all, it's pretty faithful to what scripture says. Anyways, that's not the point. Point is, I want you guys to pretend you live in an ideal world where, you know, you have full creative control of the thing. Everything can line up, you know. You can get all the actors you want. You can do whatever you want. You can make whatever project you want. What Christian movie would you make? What story would you go for? And each of you will have 5 minutes to present that topic to the rest of us, and we will discuss it as well. But I think this will be kind of like our gaming news episode. We'll try to keep it short, snippy, and that'll be good. So, I didn't make a wheel, but does somebody want to go first?
You pick Joe. I mean, I do remember you asking us to prepare something, and I did prepare something.
You guys each have a couple topic ideas?
I've got
like some ideas, but not 5 minutes.
Yeah, I did too. Here,
necessarily.
Joe, you should lead by example.
Yes.
I should lead by example? Alrighty.
Yep.
Okay.
Put you on the spot.
Let me just open my Bible. I tell you guys all to prepare. No, I did come up with some ideas. However, I know, Andrew, that you have spoken about one for a while, and I don't want to steal it from you. But like, I feel like that's a darn good idea.
With you, I don't remember what you're talking about.
There's no way. It's 100% the one you're going with.
There's no way that that's true.
All right, fine. I'll just do it.
Well, what I'm coming with, I thought of for the first time like 3 weeks ago.
All right. Well, you've definitely mentioned something before, and let's see if this is it. Ding.
Okay.
All right. So, this could be like a series or a series of movies or whatever, but the Book of Judges is just... Oh, Nelson's gone.
Stealing the best one.
No.
Yeah. The Book of Judges is right.
Oh, you did steal this from me. I remember telling you about this. Yeah,
yes.
Joe's a plagiarizer.
I prefaced this enough. I gave you a chance to speak up and say, no, don't take it. No, it's gone. It's stolen.
It's not that original.
No, it's not. But Judges has such a great...
What was that grunt for?
All right, Joe, explain. I don't know.
Okay. Judges has a lot of different characters, a lot of great stories, a lot of great people of faith in there. You got some weird ones, you know, your Eglons and Ehuds. That's a banner. And I know banners.
Real.
You know?
That goes tough.
Eglon was a very fat man.
He was a very fat man. So fat that the blade got sucked into his stomach. He was so fat that the fat went around the blade and it couldn't come out. Yes. Yeah. And how many stories
in the bathroom or something? So
exactly. How many times does that happen in ever when it's like, oh, we don't want to go in. He's in the bathroom, but he was murdered in there.
I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to see that.
No one wants to see that. No way.
He'd be blowing that thing up.
Yeah, that toilet stood no chance. See, but this is what we want to see.
All the hummus and the figs and stuff. No,
gross. No, dude. But no, you got that. You got Gideon, a classic story. I'm sure that's been done in film and television. You got Samson.
Oh, Gideon would be awesome. Samson would be
Dude,
awesome.
Samson.
You got the
that
famous
would go
ones.
so hard.
You know, you got
You got the weird picks.
yeah, or
You got like
what was her
whatever
name?
tribe it is, the Levites. They're like trying to find wives because they like murdered a ton of people or something.
Oh man, it's been a long time since
So,
I've read Judges.
yeah.
but you got
Yeah,
that one where they
right.
chop up the prostitute into like a bunch
Exactly.
of pieces.
Yeah, at the very
Like,
end of
that would be-
Judges,
yeah.
you got
That's
the
in Kings,
Levite.
I think.
No, it's
Is
at the end
that?
of Judges.
No, that's no,
But
that's
Solomon
Judges.
does it.
That's-
Solomon does it.
I mean,
No,
it
I'm not
could
talking about
be-
the baby. I'm not talking about
No.
the baby.
There's a Levite who
Oh.
has a woman of the
Oh,
night,
yeah.
and he's not
He's
supposed
got
to
a
have.
concubine.
Oh no, you're
Yes,
right. You're right.
he's not supposed to do that, by the way. And then he goes
There's
to
the
this village in Benjamin, and then this guy's like, "Oh yeah, come on in," blah blah blah, and it's like the same thing that happens in Sodom and Gomorrah, and all the men of the city are like, "Hey, we want to do you," and then he's like, "No, don't do that. Take this prostitute,"
Mhm.
and they just she dies after all that happens.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then basically, long story short, the nation of Israel didn't like that, and they almost wiped out Benjamin entirely. So
Yeah.
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 Low key
That's really
valid.
good last.
yeah,
Yeah,
Valid,
low-key
valid.
valid.
Yeah.
yeah.
There was a
Valid
judge that
reaction.
sacrificed his daughter in the name of God, which is something he should not have done, but he did it.
No.
What was his
Yeah.
name?
I forgot. It's one of the last. It's one of the last ones.
Let me look that up.
Starts with a J.
There's a lot of good material on there.
All
for
right,
Judges.
Judge who?
They could have like
Yeah,
this
like a-
overarching like theme of like the sin cycle in Israel and like
Yes,
how sin cycle
yes.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They should work
and
like
I
an
think it was
anthology
so
That's
series.
why-
Yeah.
That's why Judges would be such like a great like limited TV series because
Mhm.
like it's very separate, disconnected stories, but
Oh,
all with
yeah.
like the same unifying theme.
yes.
Yeah.
That's that'd be a great
That would be
TV
so
show.
cool.
It's also
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's also such, it's a very common theme where it's like you don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it. Literally like the next generation
Mhm.
every time without fail, and they did evil in the sight of the
immediate
Lord.
next generation.
Literally every
Also,
single
yeah.
time.
like, I'm pretty sure. I feel like that show would do well. Like
Yeah.
even with a
I think
general
so.
audience. Like,
Well,
'cause
because
it's
they'd
just
be
like-
like, "Whoa, did you see what happened? That fat
those are
guy
just
got
some, like, crazy
stabbed."
stories.
Like,
Yeah.
It can almost
Yeah.
be like a Game of Thrones sense in a
Yeah,
way, because of
yeah.
like the amount of
Yeah.
wickedness that happens, but also the amount of
Yeah.
like
Right.
violence that happens.
It's
and the amount
very
of, like,
violent.
crazy plot points, the
Yeah.
good
You
characters,
do
the
got
bad
to make
characters.
sure you do got to make sure if you were going to make that like you're not reveling in it and
Right.
it's just a
Oh, yeah,
fiction.
exactly.
Because like Game
Yeah,
of Thrones,
yeah.
that kind of stuff, it's like the violence and the sex and stuff.
It's
That's why
just
people
vile.
watch it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously, this
Yeah.
is a
Like, we're not gonna do
hypothetical
that.
situation,
Right.
Yes.
Right.
This is all hypothetical.
Oh, hey,
Hypothetical.
That
my
would go
time.
so hard.
My time is up, but I will say,
Oh.
yes, I looked it up, Nelson, the guy who sacrificed his daughter. It was more of a, hey, God, if you give me the victory, I promise, whatever first I see that comes out of my house, I will sacrifice. And then she's like, my dad came home.
yeah.
That's right. I do
Uh-huh.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Stupid idiot.
stupid idiot.
Why would you
And-
do that? What are you
Yes.
doing? That's not
Mhm.
nice.
Alrighty, who wants to go next?
Mm.
Andrew might need a little bit more time to prepare.
No, I mean,
we had a different
I'm all,
topic.
I'm all set. No, I got
You're
a
all
whole
set?
different one, dude.
All right,
All
go
wrapped
for
up
it.
and
You're
ready
on
to
the
go.
clock.
Alright.
Okay. So this I got. I came up with this idea a few weeks ago. So I just started the second book in the C.S. Lewis space trilogy,
Mhm.
yeah?
Paralandra. So I finished Out of the Silent Planet like a month ago, and I was waiting
Mhm.
on the second book to come in the mail. Anyway, well, the bad guys, the villains in the first book, long story short, like they're kind of like C.S. Lewis. I mean, back in his day, it wasn't like this, but they were kind of like the environmentalists, like futurists that we would say like today. It's like, hey, we have to go to space to colonize another planet because Earth
Mhm.
is gonna die, that sort of thing. And they're like, oh, we have to preserve the human race and we have to live eternally. And one of the, like the most like I thought really genius parts of the book is at the end where they're talking to basically an angel and they're like, oh, we need to keep going hopping from planet to planet because our planet is dying. And the angel's like, well, what happens when this planet dies? And they're like, oh, we'll just go to the next one. and they're like, well, what if God didn't want you to last forever? And the guys didn't like that. Anyway, this gave me this idea for a sci-fi Christian type of a movie that's not necessarily like a horror movie, but definitely on the scarier, spookier side. I guess maybe not a horror movie, but has those scary elements like mixed in. So anyway, it revolves around this dude. I don't have a name for him.
Daniel.
And he's a sure. And he's a scientist, and he has discovered, he's invented time travel. Right, he's figured it out. And all throughout Daniel's life, he's been trying to find a way. He's been trying to figure out like this problem of like decay, because he thinks like the sun is going to it's going to swallow the earth. So his solution is to take humans back in time, or to go forward in time to try and find like a solution to this problem and bring it back to their time. Anyway, he invents time travel, and his whole thing is like he's trying to go throughout time to try to circumvent death. Right? He's terrified of death. And he's like a hypochondriac. He's a germaphobe. Like, he's scared of everything. Right? His entire existence is trying to circumvent dying. So he either wants to go into the past to live out his days like before like the heat death of the universe destroys them all, because this is in the future, or like travel to some other time or place where he can figure out how to like fix this. Anyway, so he invents time travel, and he starts off on his journeys. Now, now this is about a third of the way in. As soon as he gets to his
you got
first
a minute and a half.
Oh my goodness. Good grief. You're actually timing me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
I told you this.
Okay.
You don't pay attention to me, man.
Andrew, you're the slowest talker.
I know you said 5 minutes. I didn't know it was a literal.
Any of us.
Yeah,
okay.
5 minutes.
Anyway, okay. So as soon as he lands in the other time where there's the future or the past, he hears a voice in his head, and it like starts freaking him out. He thinks he's going crazy. He thinks it's like a side effect of the time travel. He goes into the future. He goes into the past. But everywhere he goes, he just sees more and more death. Right? And it's only making him more terrified. And he's still hearing these voices in his head that are just questioning everything he's doing, like making him like second guess himself on everything. Anyway, his time machine starts going haywire, starts going crazy. So it's taken him to the prehistoric. He's seen the dinosaurs. He's going way into the future. He's seeing the sun explode. And like I said, and it's like he can't control the time machine anymore. Long story short, he gets teleported to thousands of years ago in the past. It's in this crowd. He doesn't know what's going on. He can't see anything. And like I said, all this time he's hearing these voices, but he's pushing through the crowd, just trying to get back to his time machine. And he hears the voice again, but it's not in his head anymore. And as he looks from over the thing, he sees Jesus carrying the cross up the road through Jerusalem. And Jesus he's singling him out of the crowd. And he's like, "Son, what are you doing?" And then he sees Jesus get crucified, and he gets this whole realization about, death is not the end. Christ is actually the one who conquers death. And that's like I don't know how the movie ends, but that's the whole idea of the movie.
That actually would go hard.
That's pretty cool.
That's the climax. That's the climax of the movie. Is he hears the voice, and he realizes all this time that voice he thought was in his head. It's actually been Jesus calling to him the whole time. And like I said, when he gets there, he hears the voice again, but it's not in his head anymore. It's actually Jesus, because obviously Jesus is in control. He would know he's a time traveler.
Right.
So
Yeah.
There you go.
Pretty cool.
That would be sick.
That's pretty cool.
There you go.
I like that. All right. Noah or Nelson, who wants to go?
Sure, I'll go.
Oh no,
I'll just go.
Right,
I don't
Noah.
have anything nearly as creative. I didn't think like a ton about it, but I think like one about Elijah would be cool. I feel like there's a lot of good stuff in there. Like an exciting part could be when he's aura farming on the
pagans,
the other prophet, the pagans.
Crazy.
I think that would be a cool one to do. That's pretty much all I really have, but and like you have the ending of him going up in the chariot and whatnot.
That's actually a great idea.
That would be cool.
I feel like that era has so much to work with, but it's also like untapped in a lot of media. So it's like this perfect balance of like there's so much to like because you have like the sacrifice thing, the fire sent down from heaven, the she bears thing, and like you can work with Elijah and Elisha, and you can have like all these things of like because the thing with Elijah is that he ushered in the era of like the prophets, and so he's a very like major figure in the Bible, and like that's why there's so many miracles that happen around that time because God's ushering in a different way of like or just more inspiration around that time. So it's I don't know, it's a really good idea. I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, I figured like not many people really. I mean, I guess there haven't been tons of movies that I know of about like actually depicting stuff from the Bible, but I was like Elijah been kind of pushed under the rug a little, So
he has like suicidal thoughts. He goes against Jezebel.
Yeah.
I think that
the dogs eat Jezebel.
Dude, yeah, just to see that.
Ahab wanting a vineyard. It could be a major plot point for some reason.
Yeah,
it's real good.
You got Ahab pouting all the time. Yeah, you got
Mr. Pouty McSchmouty.
Yep.
Elijah ran from like the top of a mountain to like across the country in like a day, so you could just have him like whizzing by.
Yeah,
because he beats someone on a chariot to like the castle or something.
Super
it's like
wow,
the Flash type.
Yeah,
real dude.
Hey, horror movie idea. It's
dude, you're all about this horror
from
stuff, dude.
No, I like horror movies. No, but it's the POV of the kids that make fun of him.
and then the bear.
Short film.
You are bald. Oh, bald guy.
It's just them running away from the bear.
Yeah. I don't know why this bear's chasing us.
Only in like 5 minutes of it.
Yeah. No, but like you could make like Elijah be like this weird, scary, grumpy old man, like and then like
and make fun of him,
and then he's just like ooga booga, and then the bears are just like rah, we're gonna eat you.
I'm a bear twin. Come bear with me, twin.
Yes, I cannot bear it. All right. Well, Noah, you still got a couple minutes here. Any particular details you want to? No. I mean, you could if you want, but like, who's gonna be Elijah? Yeah, who's gonna be?
Yeah.
I
don't know. I feel like I would want someone who's not like a famous, big time actor. Give someone else the spotlight.
You know who's niche?
Timothy Chalamet.
Yes.
Make Elisha a huge name. Like Tom Holland or Timothy Chalamet. That'd
Chris
be cool.
Pratt would be a good Elijah.
Chris Pratt would be a great Elijah.
You know what? Jack Black would make a great bear, and you can't deny that.
Yes.
Oh, my word. Yeah, I feel like I would just do a rant.
Just find like the most, just degenerate woman in Hollywood, and she can be Jezebel.
True.
Like all of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
All of them. Yeah.
They can just take.
I think like
modern day Megan Fox as Jezebel.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm pretty sure, dude. She's got like I don't know. She's got like evil in her eyeballs. Yeah.
She probably worships demons and drinks blood and whatnot. Probably.
Yeah, a lot of them do.
Well, they all do if they're.
A lot of them do.
Yeah. If they're in the big Hollywood.
I'm sure you guys have seen the edits and stuff, but like all of the atheists and the people crying about like the stuff God had, like all the things that God had the Jews do to like the surrounding nation. Like God, he had the Jews commit genocide on several occasions in the Old Testament.
It's true.
But they deserve it.
People always complain about that, but then it's like when you see what these people were doing in the Epstein files, and it's just like that was normal back then.
Yeah.
All right, Nelson, you can go now.
Oh, okay. My idea, I don't know. It's kind of hard to do fiction with a TV show unless you go like the allegorical route, like Pilgrim's Progress and like Chronicles of Narnia do. So I think kind of like in the sense that like so many Christians or like older people are obsessed with like the Andy Griffith Show and like older sitcoms and stuff. I think I would just want like I guess just like a modern day sitcom with like just Christian characters and like maybe just if I'm being narcissistic, probably just like make it a lot like I don't know, like our life was, like in high school, just like have a group of friends, and they're all like trying to like in high school, like teenage years, because that's always like pretty popular. Just like high school era, or even like, and then if the show keeps going, like college era or whatever, and just have all the characters like continue. It could be like a little soft reboot with like getting rid of some of the unpopular characters, keeping and then like adding up things to make things new, and just like have the guys or I guess the cast of just like teenagers or whatever, just kind of like going through life, like going through the normal things, like like teenage battles, like with purity or with like struggling relationships or like growing up or like all this stuff. I think it'd be like really good because it's just like I don't know, because like we have a lot of sitcoms and everything, and a lot of them are old and nobody wants to watch those anymore. So I think if we just had one for like the next generation, because they're kind of comfy, they're cozy, and I think especially with like a lot of sitcoms for like I don't know, just having a lot of like dirty jokes and swear words and stuff, just having like one that has like a positive message along with it, but also like it's actually written funny. I don't know, it would be a very hard line to balance because like it's hard to like not cross the line, but also like be funny a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But I think ideally, this is an ideal situation. But I think just having like characters that you could really relate to and like have like just making them teenagers honestly does a lot because we all remember being in high school. We all remember what we were going through, what we were doing. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's just kind of where I'm at.
No, I kind of like that.
With one idea.
I like
like
that.
like you look at all
like
the sitcoms and reality shows or whatever, and it's like they're not really nobody's pushing Christian values,
No. Will there be a laugh track?
No.
Yeah,
laugh tracks are kind of just dated.
I don't like laugh tracks.
I will say, yeah, shows with laugh tracks are like genuinely unwatchable.
Old Scooby Doo used to have an Andrew.
Yeah, but they didn't.
Season 1.
Yeah, but they didn't. They didn't. Here's the thing with Scooby Doo: they didn't stop the episode to let the laugh track finish running.
Yeah.
They didn't go like.
For me, it's
and then
the experience for me.
Yeah, and then I went golfing. Ha 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 ha! And then every actor is just standing there waiting for it to stop.
Yeah.
Doesn't that? I feel like that would have to be so awkward for the actors.
Oh yeah.
No, there's like.
Watching without the laugh track is so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a scene from like iCarly with just Gibby and Carly talking without the laugh track.
And it's just random
they have to wait.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's just unwatchable.
It's kind of painful.
See, I'm fine with it, but yeah, it is just like this is supposed to be funny. Laugh at it, please. And it's like I wouldn't have laughed if you didn't have the laugh track.
Yeah.
So like,
now I do get where they would have like a live audience watching and they would be laughing. I think that's there's a place for that, but like nobody does that.
When was the last time that was even a thing?
No, I know that's like really old.
I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I do like your idea, Nelson. I think like it'd be cool because you get like they're experiencing normal life, but you see them do it like as a believer, with God. So I think that would be kind of that'd be cool.
Yeah, you could have like a youth pastor character that like kind of like tries to help them, or like I don't know.
You could be him. You could play him.
You could be the cool youth pastor.
Convenient.
No way.
And when he walks in,
I test myself in every single role.
and when he walks in, the crowd cheers.
They're just like, woo!
Star. And we each show up as guest stars, and you have to like pause for the audience.
As other youth pastors.
Hey, I'm from
other
Great
churches.
Lakes Baptist. Yeah.
Oh gosh, Andrew would love that. Andrew loves youth pastors.
Oh, I'm from Bible Baptist Church.
Yeah,
that
I mean, I
funny,
don't
actually.
I'm pretty strongly against youth pastors existing at all, but that's okay.
But you could still play one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You still could.
You could play one though.
Yeah. Andrew could be like the narrator or something.
I could be like the grumpy church curmudgeon. I feel like I'd do a great job of that.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I'm saying? But like a sweetheart on the inside, but like you gotta figure that out.
I like that. Yeah. I like that.
I'll figure it out.
Because I'm 50 years old and I'm mean to everyone, but also my wife died 30 years ago, and that's why.
And that's
dude. I just dropped some lore on you,
dude.
Some lore, too, bro.
I like that.
There you go.
I'm writing it down.
Yeah.
Liking your character already.
There you go.
All right, so we're sitting at a half hour. Do we want to throw another idea out there? You guys got any other ideas?
Well, Joe, you had my other idea.
Yeah.
So There you go.
There, low key, one of mine
will
was
say,
Gideon.
My idea, I did cook with it, but also I am like pretty strong with the whole like second commandment violation, so I don't think a depiction of Jesus is like is okay. I think it's pretty sinful, actually.
What do you feel about Ben-Hur?
Do they even show him in that?
Not really. He's like
he's
like
kind of.
If I remember, he's like not even. He's like off screen.
But like, well, he's on screen, but he doesn't say much.
Yeah, he's there for like 2 seconds. I mean,
that's more to Pilate.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say like the whole Ben-Hur movie is terrible because of like that one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ben-Hur's a great movie.
Ben-Hur is.
It's a good story. Yeah.
But,
here's my thing. At the very best, when depicting Jesus, at the very best, you run the risk of him saying or doing something that just isn't what happened, and people taking that as gospel. That's the very best.
They're like, well, Jesus did that. It's like,
and
the character of Jesus in the Chosen show didn't do this.
Yeah,
I've told people that before. Yeah, and like people like downplay it. It's like, oh, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen.
It does.
I made a Facebook post about this a couple of years ago, and I could pull up the comments. I had some screenshots. Dude, I had some old ladies in there like telling me to go to hell and saying I was like not Christian just because I like didn't like the yeah, like I could pull up the screenshots.
That's
like
wild.
They said I wasn't a Christian. I was going to like one lady said I was going to hell. Another lady said I was demon possessed because like obviously the Chosen is like the best thing that's happened to Christianity.
It's better than the Bible.
Well, obviously the Chosen is what brings Scripture to life, guys. Right?
Bro, I
had like 50 comments on that post.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, that was a point of my post, and literally all the comments proved like my whole thing.
Yeah.
But that's a great example because that post I made was in reference to Dallas Jenkins, a creator. He chose not to put like the transfiguration of Jesus in his show because he was saying it doesn't align with our creative vision. I was like, see, that's the problem.
Well, creative vision.
The thing is because
most important parts of Jesus' life
in each
and
different,
you're choosing not to do it.
Yeah, so there's like this like I think from what I've heard, the main guy is like an actual Christian, but there's like also this like board that's all Mormon or something.
Yeah, the Mormon.
That sucks.
Have to like agree. So that's why Jesus never says that he's God or something in the show or something like that.
Right, and the transfiguration is one of those moments in the New Testament.
Well, also, that's hard to understand the Bible itself. So I can understand them like, I don't know. I think to kind of spin this into a positive light, if they're going to do something really easy, and I think that's something that actually could work, is if they did like an Acts TV show with like the same disciples.
That'd
like,
be a good show.
Because they wouldn't be cool. Jesus. And there's also so much to work with after that.
I think they low-key are going to do that.
Peter and Paul and John and James and all of them like doing their thing.
Yeah.
And they're like directly in like they were like one person, like they were friends with Jesus, like best friends with Jesus.
Yeah.
So I think seeing their hearts as like actual human people. So if they have flaws, like that's fine because they're like we understand they have flaws, but they can also like have that almost that exact same power, I guess, that they kind of are wanting to go for.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's a great idea.
I get what you're saying, but like, you can take that too far. Like, I don't know. I mean, I know you guys probably haven't seen the show, but like they made Matthew autistic in the show.
Huh?
Relatable.
Relatable, dude.
For some reason, but that's an example of like trying to humanize and taking creative license like too far. I was like,
yeah,
why is he got to be autistic? And I think you should just kind of stick with what the Bible says.
What we know.
I
thought, Nelson, you were just saying that if they did an Acts TV show, you just focus on the disciples.
Right, I'm not saying what Nelson's saying is wrong.
Matthew's not really much in Acts.
Not really.
No. I'm saying that has been done wrong in the past. You could do it right.
Yeah.
But if we're also bringing up like the Prince of Egypt in the Elijah show that we had, or the movie idea,
right?
Like I think it would just be it's probably the easiest thing that could happen. Like honestly,
man,
because they already have the cast for some of it.
Yeah,
and like the same like world building and sets and stuff.
I'd like to ask you guys about this. Why do you guys think Christian media is so terrible?
So
because we were talking about Prince of Egypt. Prince of Egypt is like one of the
Was not
best
made by Christians.
biblical media ever, and it wasn't made by Christians, and yet it got people to read the Bible and like dig deeper into like the Bible and stuff way more than these Christian movies made by Christians ever did. So why is that? Why do Christian movies and shows suck so bad?
I think
just the pool of talent is smaller.
Yeah.
Because like,
well,
Christians are like a minority, you know. So like, we're not gonna have as like strong composers or strong writers or strong actors or anything like that. Because like, you know, like everyone that's stronger or better than that is focusing on something else that they actually care about.
They want to.
I think that's probably just the biggest thing.
I could see that.
Hundreds of millions of Christians around the world, though.
I think part of it is just maybe there's a fear there, you know, and for a couple different things. Maybe there's a fear of like, oh, I don't want to get this wrong. You know, this is very important to me. I think maybe there's a fear of, well, nobody's gonna watch this. There's I'm sure that's part of it, Nelson, what you said. There's just, you know, all the people who are really locked in on their careers with acting or writing or stuff are probably moving on to bigger things in Hollywood, which obviously is not pro-Christianity.
You can't be in Hollywood.
You definitely
couldn't
do
it would have
Hollywood,
to be independently done.
Yeah.
But it still is,
takes money.
And I know we kind of just have a blanket statement here, like, Christian media just kind of sucks in general. It kind of does, because there's not a lot of big things that pop out at me when you say Christian media, you know?
It's like Chosen, Narnia, VeggieTales.
The main, and then there's those
Narnia
one movies made by that one.
It's a book.
The God's Not Dead.
Yeah, the Courageous stuff. Yeah,
okay, I enjoyed Courageous as a kid, but I know it's not.
You know, there are moments. There are moments that I like.
It has its moments.
All in all, they're kind of like, you know,
quality wise.
Yeah, I haven't seen Ben.
Are too safe.
I haven't seen Ben-Hur.
Ben-Hur's really good.
I don't even know. Is that a Christian?
Made by Christians either.
Yeah, is that?
I don't think the writer of the book was
right.
I don't think that. Yeah, I think it was just a Hollywood movie, but they weren't opposed to like biblical ideas back then. So my thought was always like, and this is a part of it. My thought was always like, Christian, like evangelical Christians are like so incredibly wishy-washy. Like they don't want to offend anybody. Like the whole. Like the 11th and most important commandment is like thou shalt be nice and not make anybody upset. Be
kind. Yeah.
That's why like there's so many pastors that exist that like aren't themselves like liberal or leftist or anything like that, but they go so far out of their way to like, you know, if they're going to talk about homosexuality, they'll take 20 minutes beforehand to be like, oh, you know, and I'm not saying this and I'm not saying that. And there's plenty of good homosexuals out there. And like, if they're talking about Ephesians 5, they'll be like, oh, and you know, obviously we don't mean this, and we're not talking about women are slaves, and you know, that sort of thing, because like they don't want to say anything controversial, and like that's when you get movies like the Heaven is for Real or the God's Not Dead ones that kind of don't say anything. They just kind of are there to make you feel good. But the problem is with that is it's not just like the message or the theme, it's everything. Like all of it sucks.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like you could get like a Dave Ramsey type of a guy, you know, Christian billionaire, throw some money at it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's just is hard, you know. I don't know what goes into making a full feature length film, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, every now and then there's some stuff you see online, like you see like these animated things of and this was like the Answers in Genesis type stuff. They're sometimes putting out animated things, and those are usually well done.
Those are good.
But
I know there was
the ones they animated it. Dr. Ray showed us animations back in the day. They like explained the Bible, and it was like really nice animations. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Is it something like the Bible Project or something?
But then, but then it turned out they were like annihilationists or something like that. So they're kind of iffy.
Weird.
Weird. Yeah.
I don't know. Noah, you got any theories as to why it's a little rough out there in the Christian landscape?
You know, like movies in general, it's hard to make like a really good one. Well, I mean, at least the one that's going to be popular. And I feel like a lot of their movies, like the ones we've mentioned, it's just kind of like basic feel good stuff. I know like there is like that Angel Studios, which like they made like that movie
Mormon.
like this. Oh, they are Mormon? Oh, I
didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't
but
know
they
that.
made that
they're
movie
the people
like
who funded The Chosen.
oh, see, I didn't know that.
I
But
didn't know
they made like The Sound of Freedom a couple years ago, which is like not as much of a Christian movie.
Right?
It's the one about catching pedophiles. Actually,
Yeah.
that one. Okay.
It was actually a good movie. but I know
Whoa!
they
Stop
don't
bringing
want
it up. Hey,
This is actually within context.
True.
And you're
Well,
saying
like,
that, so I keep in what you said earlier, and I'm not allowing that.
that I did hear that was a good movie though.
Yeah.
But it's like,
low-key kind of scared me because it's like if I ever have kids, like
did you watch it?
It's just
not real
like
Christian
modern day media. Because like back in the day, Christians used to write like the best books, like
we
like
don't
the Chronicles of Narnia. Like C.S. Lewis was like one of the best writers of the 20th century, and it was because he was a Christian.
Yeah.
Or even
and
with
Tolkien, I'll put him on the list too. Tolkien, like they weren't necessarily Christian books, but it was. And he said this. It was like the world he made was informed by the world that God made, and so it kind of rhymed in that way.
Yeah.
But
even
same
his,
thing.
like,
It's like the best writers were Christians. So
something with like I don't know. This is kind of a random thing, but like something about Tolkien's aspect of like morality too is like all the characters have like the sense of like a greater good, whereas like with other medieval things, like all the characters just do stuff that they think are gonna consequences, but that's not what's right. It's like just this like other higher power of like what's good and wrong. Or yeah. So I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. You can kind of see Christianity in that a little bit too.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of it too, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, he was very against he was very against a lot of other writers for that reason. He was like steeped in medieval lore and stuff, but like he was just so against the idea that you can kind of just do whatever, or what's right is what you can get away with. Power is what's right. And he was very much in on, no, God made everything. And you can even see that if you've read any or even heard a little bit about Silmarillion. It's just creation, but weirder.
But fictionalized.
Yeah, but very fictionalized.
Probably a little more boring.
Oh, it's pretty boring. It's pretty boring.
From what I hear.
But like,
I was gonna say the overarching plot of it is very interesting. But I'm sure like if you actually got into the weeds of reading
it's a hard read. But
I
would probably enjoy it more
of
now.
it.
Yeah. I would probably enjoy it a lot more.
If you were going to go watch a lore video about Silmarillion, it'd be very entertaining because it's very interesting because it's like the creation of the world and he like his and then it's like pretty much the fall of Morgoth, which is like the devil in his world.
Yeah, it's very similar to scripture.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. So, yeah. And I don't know, was Tolkien a Christian? I don't know the heart, man, but his world was very inspired by
God's
creation.
Just going off his works, it's like he understood God's creation and how the world worked and God's frame of morality so well. It's hard to imagine that he wasn't. I mean, I know it's like we're so quick.
There's a lot of people like that back in the day.
Yeah, but I mean, we're so quick to say
deism was really popular.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's like I guess I've never read anything written by like, Thomas Edison. He did the light bulb. I've never read anything by like Andrew Jackson. Like I've read Lord of the Rings, so I mean, I don't know how Andrew Jackson
read the
about the
Constitution.
world.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But it's tough to think, and I know we're fast to say that Catholics aren't Christian, but it's like, I mean, a lot of them are.
Yeah, they don't follow exactly what Catholics say.
But
Again, we don't know the heart, man. God knows the heart, but we know this though. Put your trust in Jesus Christ alone. Repent from your sins. There you go.
Real.
We are probably a good 45-minute episode. Unless you guys had any other
little 45.
a little shorty.
Right. Shoddy.
What are your guys' favorite like ever Christian movies? Or Christian, let's say there's just not that many, I guess. Christian pieces of media, book, movie,
The Bible.
anything.
Boom.
The Bible.
Well,
Nailed it.
like media, entertainment.
Not the
I
Bible.
only need
It's
the Bible.
cheating. Yeah.
Is it cheating, Joe? You know?
Yeah,
It's the only one I need.
I think for me, it's probably just VeggieTales, if I'm being honest. Because like,
low-key, that's low-key not a terrible
animation
answer.
down, like, technically before Toy Story. Like, a few episodes came out before Toy Story.
Dude, Larry
and,
Boy
like,
went
there's
hard.
just 3 Bible guys that came out of Bible college writing cartoon episodes, basically.
Yeah.
I guess
I don't know.
be VeggieTales.
I do like VeggieTales.
Yeah.
I like the older stuff. I'm partial to Shaq, Rack, and Benny. I like that one.
Oh,
yeah.
With the chocolate bunny.
The Easter bunny.
The bunny.
Yeah.
The bunny.
Oh man, I haven't seen that since I was
That's a
little
deep
kid.
I'm partial to that one. I also like Lyle the Kindly Viking with the potholders or something.
Oh,
that was a weird one.
Dude, yeah.
I watched the Jonah one a lot.
The Jonah movie?
Dude, the song from that in the movie like randomly will pop in my head because I'm low-key retarded.
I was gonna say,
Bro, the
tell
one
me
when he's in
why
the
like
whale,
some of those songs
crazy.
slapped so hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I don't know, man. They're just
y'all want to know which song VeggieTales song slapped the hardest? The one that the dudes sing in the one about Daniel. It's like, oh no, what we gonna do?
The king likes Daniel more than you.
Throw him.
That's a banger. Dude, Daniel is such a good one.
Song on like every few months.
Yeah,
just
real though.
Vibe out to that song goes so hard.
Just to feel it again, you know. Know what it feels like.
Yeah.
Just to feel something. Anything.
Tough.
Yeah.
That does go tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sometimes I watch.
What about you, Joe? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say sometimes I watch out of context VeggieTales clips, and that one shows up a lot. The song, so
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like VeggieTales. I never watched the God's Not Dead stuff. I was never interested in that.
Not worth.
I've seen the first 2.
Yeah. From what I heard, it's not even like they're great at arguing from
it's.
I mean, they bring up some arguments, but it's not the main part of the movie, which is weird.
The philosophical part is very weak, from what I've heard.
It's bad. It's them trying to make themselves sound smart,
but they're not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it like it's about Nietzsche, right? Where he's like God's dead and we killed him. I'm pretty sure. If it's not about that,
it's called God's Not Dead.
If that's not what it's about, then I don't know what the movie's about.
It's about this college kid, and he's fighting against his professor. Like, his professor gives him like a week to give like a validation for the existence of God, and so like it follows him. And there's like 4 other plots going on at the same time.
This sounds like a silly movie. I don't really want to watch it.
And it actually all culminates in a car crash, and the teacher dies.
It's like,
and I don't know if he goes to heaven or not.
He gets saved at the last minute.
Of course he does. Of course he does.
Like a scenario that you come up with in your head that makes you seem really, really cool.
This is like this is like when you're in the shower after that interaction happened and you're thinking about it.
Yeah, and you're like, that's what I could have said.
But I didn't.
You're like, I would have shown him. Yeah.
Or it's like, y'all ever had those? You be chilling in school and you're like daydreaming about how like a school shooter would come in and you like disarm him and like kill him.
The hero complex thing. Yeah.
You guys ever do that?
Oh yeah, all the time. I still do that, man.
All the time. Anyway,
to this day.
God's Not Dead is just like that, but like arguing against an atheist.
But mentally.
Yeah. I do that sometimes, but I wouldn't make a movie about it.
Real.
Well, you're not like the people that made the movie.
There you go. Yeah. They're braver than me. I'll give them that.
Mm.
Yeah,
they're braver than most.
I don't mean to crap on your movie if you guys watch this, but I've never seen it and I don't like it.
Yeah,
great.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Oh, Duck Dynasty counts, doesn't it?
Duck Dynasty counts.
I
don't
enjoyed watching
19
that,
kids and counting.
It counts.
I remember the Duck Dynasty craze going on. I've watched a few episodes of that show. That show is like, I'm sure the people in real life are like good, fine people, but it's like that is the most obviously fake show of all time.
Okay.
Like every single thing is staged. I hated
It's
that show.
it's a
I'm sure
fine.
that they're fine in real life.
It's fun with
it's
what it
fine,
is,
but
yeah.
like I never like
I didn't like it.
super enjoyed it. You know, I was always like, oh, we're watching this. Okay, I'll sit in there.
Yeah, like if it was on, I was like, yeah, I'll vibe with this. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was weird.
Dude,
Does the Andy Griffith show
Dude
count?
Perfect.
Dude Perfect is Christian media. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude Perfect counts.
Dude,
Yeah.
their blooper video or their stereotype
Pitch
videos.
Perfect is a
were actually
Christian
cool.
movie?
Dude Perfect.
Sorry.
Dude Perfect.
Oh, Dude Perfect.
Like
Okay.
the
Dude Perfect
YouTube.
is definitely not.
No, yeah.
I can attest.
Yeah,
I was
you've
gonna
seen
say
it enough.
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen it enough to know, Nelson.
I have.
For the audience, Nelson.
Low
And
key
I
Dude
saw the
Perfect.
first 15
It's
minutes
my
of that
favorite
movie, and then I
trilogy,
had to leave.
by the way.
And
Yeah.
Andrew liked the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, the 10 minutes of it I watched. Okay.
You watched 40 minutes of it.
Bro
I
had
think it
it
was. I
time.
think
I
really
remember.
might have watched it.
Bro wrote it down in his journal.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember, Nelson, you were so mad about the fact that I wouldn't finish the movie after you like forced me at gunpoint to watch it at your house.
You
At
liked it.
gunpoint.
You literally liked it. And then you're just like, no, I don't want to watch it.
I
Andrew's
don't know
not gonna
about all
stop.
that.
Nelson,
genuinely
you're over
enjoyed
here
it.
like, you liked it, right? You liked it.
It's cinema. It's
liked
literal
it.
cinema.
Yeah, I was like,
Mm,
I'm pretty sure I could like anything if I was
Cinema.
watching it with one of you guys. But
There.
It's true. We liked.
anyway,
Mm.
Yeah, I think we've drugged this on
Christian-
a little bit.
Yeah, we
Christian
thought a
movies.
lot.
I didn't give you guys mine. I
All
didn't
right,
you guys
give your
mine.
answer.
Prince of Egypt.
That's a good one.
I will say, as far as now, I am against depictions of Jesus, like as a moral thing. But back like in 2020, or 2020 or 2021, because I had my apartment. I watched The Passion of the Christ, which
Oh, yeah.
I've heard that's
again,
good.
I'm morally against that movie existing, but as a movie, it was made very well. It was very gory, but
I think that was the point.
I thought it was made. You're right. It was. It was.
Yeah.
to
It
show
was,
you
it was made very well.
the horrors of what crucifixion
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
It was made well.
Yeah.
Prince of Egypt is just a banger of a movie.
Such
like one
a
of the
good
better
movie.
animated movies. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. What a
When
dude,
we do
and
it-
every song in that movie is straight up
Deliver
banger, dude. Oh,
us.
Yeah.
certified, dude. But yeah, it's tough. There's just I don't know. I mean, there's some good Christian books out there, but yeah, there's just
Yeah,
not
that's all. That's
Like
kind
the
of
many
Bible.
good, not very many good movies.
Just call it Lord of the Rings and call it a day. Call that a Christian
Honestly,
movie.
like I feel like
Yeah,
Lord
we
of the
can
Rings
count
should
Lord of the
count as a
Rings.
Christian
And I'll
trilogy.
count
I do
that,
think that
yeah.
should count.
I'm gonna count it.
Because just it goes hard. The book,
I mean,
the movie.
more or less, Lord of the Rings is like them waging war against a Satan worshiper. So I feel like that
Mhm.
counts.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I count
I
it.
think so.
And it's like Gandalf is a
It's like-
type of Christ. Aragorn is a type
Mhm.
of Christ. Like I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yep.
It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Gollum is like
It's
you know
not
the
ridiculous to
perfect
say that.
representation of a sinner.
Like-
You know, Frodo also
Yep.
going through that struggle.
hmm
I feel
Samwise
like Gollum is a perfect representation of like people who disagree with me. I think.
yeah,
Yeah,
Fair.
I would say
Fair.
so. Yeah,
that's fair. I like the way you think.
yeah,
Yeah,
I would say so.
yeah, dude. When we do the DreamWorks tier list,
Oh, Chronicles of
no.
Narnia. Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah, Narnia. Yeah.
I'm not excited what's gonna happen with that. I'm very angry about that.
No, it's some like liberal atheist feminist gonna recreate it, but
Yeah, and Aslan's a
Yeah.
woman, guys. What?
yeah, the OG
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
Lion the
Yeah.
Witch in the Wardrobe. That was a good movie.
That's pretty
Not the
good.
OG,
Yeah,
like
with
a long time ago, but
Like the
early
one we
2000s.
watched in the
movie.
library. Remember that?
Yeah, that one sucked. Yeah, that sucked. That was terrible.
That really old one?
No, but
yeah.
dude,
Yeah, we
When-
watched in the
when
library
As-
at school.
Yeah.
when
that was
Aslan,
fun.
I mean, dude, when he's talking about the old magic, he's like, "Do not cite the old magic to me," which I was there when it was written, dude. Oh man,
That
that's
was
a
tough.
Bars.
oh, that is a tough line. That is a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Chronicles of Narnia, that's good.
That's goated.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Let us know, fellow Christians, what movie would you want to see? What kind of thing would you want to see? And of course, follow us in all our podcasts, places, and things. Apparently, video podcast is not only on Spotify and YouTube, but it's also coming to Apple Podcasts in the spring sometime.
Oh my goodness!
So that'll be
You're
so
telling me this for the
cool
very first time.
for all you Apple
do
users.
people use that?
Apparently, I don't know.
I use
I don't.
Spotify for this.
Oh, I was just saying I don't have Apple, but
I watched this on YouTube. I don't even have Spotify downloaded. I got mad at it. It wouldn't play the song I wanted, so I deleted it. So,
cut out.
I did. My whole computer just froze. I was like, ruh-roh. Yeah.
Raggy?
I'll take that as a sign, and I'll just sign us off. How about that?
That is a sign.
Cool.
Bye-bye.
Sounds good.